St. Michael's Castle. St. Michael's Castle has been cloaked in legends from its earliest days. As one of them tells, the Archangel Michael appeared before the sentinel on duty and commanded him to tell Emperor Paul I to build a cathedral on the place of his birth. When Paul I, who believed in omens, learned about this, he ordered the summer palace where he was born to be taken down, and to begin the construction of a castle and the Church of St. Michael, the patron saint of the Romanov house, in the place where the summer palace had been. Vasily Bajanov and Vincenzo Brenna were appointed as the architects, and the emperor himself contributed to the designing. Paul I was in a hurry, so the construction works were conducted day and night, and the building material was delivered from all over the world. In particular, the emperor ordered a red porphyry slab bearing a quotation from the Bible that was initially intended for St. Isaac's Cathedral, to be used for the new castle. The slab was placed on the facade of the castle, and a rumor ran through the city that the emperor's life would last for as many years as there are letters in the inscription. And so it happened. He passed away when he turned 46. Famous are the words of Paul I, quote, "I was born here, and here I shall die," unquote. And indeed, in his new residence, the emperor lived for only 40 days. He was murdered by conspirators on the night of the 11th and 12th of March, 1801. The surviving information about Paul is rather contradictory. He was known to be hot-tempered and harsh. Quote, "Left about face, to Siberia, forward march," unquote. Those are his famous words. At the same time, his contemporaries remember him as a versatile, excellently educated, and deeply religious man. He valued justice, despised lie and flattery, and made futile attempts to fight corruption and bribery. Thus, after his ascension to the throne, Paul I ordered a window to a special room in the Winter Palace, so that each and every person could use it to submit their petitions to the emperor, and thus to avoid the intermediate authorities. Paul I himself kept the key to this room, and at 7 o'clock in the morning, every day, he would sort out the petitions and write brief instructions that were later published in the state newspaper, and to which he saw to their implementation. He gave an order to his officials to work from 5 a.m. until late into the night for many days, so that the 11,000 files accumulated during the rule of Catherine II could be sorted out. He ordered that all the military officers should arrive at their duty station to fulfill military service. It was often the case that the officers did their service in their own estates, while their salaries were paid accurately to them. Thus, 1,500 people were dismissed for non-attendance from the cavalry alone. It is a small wonder that, following these orders, quite a few people hated the emperor and wished him dead. It is known that there were at least 30 assassination attempts, showing people's desire to eliminate the emperor. Knowing very well of this attitude, Paul I built not just a palace for himself, but a castle full of secret passages, doors, and stairs.